Celebrities, they love steak just like you and me. You know, they can afford to buy whatever it is that they want, but some of them have very interesting palates. And on today's video, I'm gonna be putting some of them on a hot seat. Some are gonna be weird, believe me when I tell you. To start off, we got Joe Rogan. He's a hunter, he loves meat, and he cooks it several different ways.
Do you know that guy? He's a cook. He's on YouTube. What is it? His name Guga, G-U-G-A, Guga Foods. He's always cooking steak, like different ways to cook steak. But the other way he did it the other day was he marinated it in buttermilk for like a week.
What?
Every human way possible to cook a steak, this guy's done it.
Yep, that's fair to say, Joe. I've done so many crazy, insane experiments, but you know what the best part is? I've learned on every single one of them, regardless if it's good or bad.
So here it is with buttermilk. So he did it one for 24 hours, and he did one of them where he sat it in the buttermilk for a week, and he said it was sensational. Maybe you want to try it.
Joe, if you want to try some crazy experiments with me, just let me know, anytime, anywhere. Believe me, I have some stuff up my sleeve. We can make it happen. But even though he's just talking about my experiments, I actually want to know how he likes to cook his steaks.
The best way, honestly, if I have the time, I use an offset grill with actual hardwood. You know, get some live oak in there, and I'll get it up to about 250 degrees, and then I'll put the steaks in there with meter thermometers, and I get it internally up to about 120, and then either I sear it on a cast iron pan, or I also have one of those infrared things.
But another better way of doing it, Joe, if you want me to be honest with you, use a flamethrower. It is a game changer. Believe me when I tell you, my friend. It will change your life. Trust me. But this is how he cooks his steaks. I actually did it to the T, but this steak is ready. I'm excited to try it. Let's see how it's gonna stack up. And there we have Joe Rogan's steak. Shout out to Joe Rogan.
I have high hopes for this one. Joe Rogan eats a lot of meat.
If there's one thing he eats, is meat. Let's see. This is the way he loves to cook his steak. Please dig in, gentlemen.
That looks very good, and for some reason, very red.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be, right? We don't want gray meat.
True, I mean, yeah. But even the crust is red.
Well, you are about to find out the reason why right now. Let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, that's phenomenal. A little bit of smokiness from the offset. Now, I did the sear a little bit different because I think it's better and faster. Shout out to you, Joe Rogan.
Extremely delicious steak. Not only is it so juicy and so succulent, but it also has a wonderful smoky flavor that enhances the beef in a way that very few other techniques do.
With all that being said, let's jump on to the next one. Now we got the biggest star ever, Dwayne Johnson, AKA The Rock. I mean, he is good at everything. He tried wrestling, he is amazing. He tried acting, we all know he's a great actor. Apparently, he also loves pancakes. We all know this. And every time he has a cheat meal, he eats those pancakes. But I'm not a sweet guy. Another thing he loves is actually a burger. But his burger is different. It's very different.
If I could find an amazing burger spot that has an amazing cheeseburger, you know, and then I'll throw bacon on there, avocado, I'll do that.
I was with you, my brother, until you said that green word. I love that green word as a guacamole, but on a burger? Oh boy, where are we going with this one?
Now, The Rock is a big man, but like he said, after you start building your beautiful burger, and this one is looking quite delicious, but then he likes to add this monstrosity to his burger. I mean, come on now. Why would you put avocado on your burger? At least to me, that makes no sense. But who am I to judge? Let's go ahead and go in for a taste test.
Avocado, huh?
Oh, you noticed immediately. All right, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, that's
Wait.
Yo, who's the green hater now?
I will say the flavor's okay, but the texture is a little weird. It's like mush in between your patty and your buns. It's a little off-putting for sure.
I love burgers by itself. I love avocado by itself. This is terrible, everybody. I highly recommend you not doing this. You know what this looks like? Trying to make your burger healthy. A burger and healthy, okay? No matter what you do, it is a cheat meal. Enjoy it with that greasiness that it has. Don't try to put no avocado on your burger. Who does this, man? This is just not right. That was terrible. I don't like it. Shout out to The Rock, but don't you put avocado on my burger. You are very quiet, sir.
I kind of like it, man.
Oh my God, it's just me then.
I like the burger part of it. I get where you're coming from because the avocado does feel weird here. But the rest of the burger, I'm pretty happy with.
No, not for me. Now, the next celebrity is dear to my heart, Anthony Bourdain. I grew up watching him and he has inspired me in so many different ways. He knows how to cook a steak. He knows how to cook a steak so well that he proved to everyone anywhere. This one he cooked in a cast iron factory and he cooked it to perfection, everybody. It's absolutely insane because if you have a little bit of heat, some ingredients laying around, he'll cook you a mean steak. And I just gotta say, I'm a huge fan of Anthony Bourdain.
One of the key ingredients of this dish is green peppercorn. And if you have the chance of crushing it fresh like this, it is definitely worth it. Remember, this dish is all about the pepper flavor. Now you can literally use any steak for this, but a New York strip is just perfect for me. I season it with a generous amount of salt, followed by that fresh green peppercorn we just crushed. You gotta go heavy with it though. Don't be shy, as then you wanna get a hot cast iron skillet, and something I normally don't do, which is to use butter to start cooking your steak. Usually butter burns, so you gotta be extremely careful not to have a bitter taste. Try not to go over medium heat. If not, things are gonna go south on you. Keep basting your steak as necessary until you get a nice golden brown crust, because to finish it off to the temperature you like, you can always do that in the oven. As once that's done, you wanna go ahead and deglaze the pan with some whiskey. Now add some demi-glace, followed by heavy cream, and mix everything well. Taste it for seasoning and adjust. I just added a tiny bit of salt, because to finish it off, you just gotta melt some butter in it. In the end, you are left with this steak à poivre sauce. Absolutely delicious. All there's left to do now is to grab our steak, slice it to the thickness you like, and as you can see, it is perfectly medium rare, just the way we like it. The only thing left to do now is to serve it, as once you're done, this has to be a killer dish, because we all know Anthony Bourdain is the GOAT, and he can definitely cook.
That's it. Be real honest over here, all right?
I'm actually very excited to try this. Steak à poivre is such a famous classical dish, and it's not surprising that it's one of his favorite recipes.
Let's give it a try. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
That's delicious, bro.
That sauce is fire.
me and him might not agree on every single thing about cooking a steak, but I'll be honest with you. This is amazing.
But I will say, the steak tastes really juicy. It's very well flavored. And then on top of that, when you add that sauce, it kind of brings everything even more moisture, more nice flavors. This is great.
Anthony Bourdain, I am dedicating this entire video to you, brother. We love you, we miss you, and I just wish I had the opportunity to meet you. Let's jump on to the next one. Our next celebrity might be the baddest one of them all, because if you saw him on the street, this man puts a fear on your soul. However, I've heard story that he is awesome and the most friendliest person ever. And he has a cookbook. I can tell you one thing, Mexican food is amazing. So I'm super excited to try this one.
I highly recommend using this steak for this recipe. Skirt steak just hits different whenever you're cooking Mexican food. Now to do a quick marinade. Into a blender, you want to throw in all of these ingredients. Turn the blender on, as in the end, you throw that right on top of the steak. The longer you let this marinate, the better. If you have time, leave it overnight. As the next crucial ingredient is to go ahead and throw it on charcoal. A lot of people always ask me, does it really make a difference if you cook it on charcoal or not? And believe me when I tell you, it does. And you can definitely tell. So after slicing the whole thing up, you want to go ahead and heat up a tortilla, add a generous amount of cheese, fold that in half and let the whole thing melt. Now you want to open it up, add that medium rare steak right in there, close the whole thing up, and it is now ready to be served. This is one of the reasons Danny liked to add the steak in the end. That way the steak will not overcook. And this sauce is also on his book. I can tell you one thing, this one looks delicious. And I have a feeling we are really gonna enjoy this one.
And here we have Machete.
Oh, Danny Trejo. I don't want to mess with that dude.
No. He says something to you, boy. You pay attention what he's saying. But nevertheless, this is from his cookbook. Looks amazing. Grab one.
I didn't even know he cooked.
I know, right? He has a cookbook. Well, let's give it a try and give me your honest opinion. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, wow.
Damn, the steak in here is so good.
Very flavorful. Not our normal salt, pepper, garlic powder at all. You feel a little bit of spiciness?
Not really.
Not really? Oh, take another bite.
The tortilla is good. It's gooey, cheesy, soft, delicious, nice and beefy, exactly like we like it.
Congratulations on your book. This is amazing, brother. Our next celebrity is David Beckham, the superstar of soccer, also known as football. That's how we call it in Brazil, everybody. But this man knows how to kick a ball, and he loves to make pot roast. He uses a very specific ingredient that it's not normal for most people. I'm talking about a Guinness, a dark beer. I'm excited to see if this thing is going to be good or not. And it is his mom's recipe.
To make a good pot roast, the first thing we need is beef. Now you don't have to use something extremely tender or expensive. That's because it's going to cook for a while, so anything will work. Now go ahead and season it properly, because for me, after some salt and pepper, I dunked a generous amount of flour. Oh yes, you definitely want this flour. That's because it's going to thicken up the sauce in the end. Now you want to go ahead and add a generous amount of oil into a pan. Then go ahead and throw the beef right in there. You want to start to cook it and get a nice caramelization. As soon as the beef is nice golden brown, go ahead and remove it. Now add a generous amount of veggies, mix that up real good, and as you're doing so, you want to deglaze the pan with something. I like to use beef stock. Now you want to go ahead and throw the beef right back in, followed by some potatoes. Mix it really good, and to make it David Beckham style, you want to go ahead and add some Guinness. Oh yes, a generous amount. Stir that up real good and cover it until it's fully cooked. As after about 1 hour, your pot roast is complete. And I'll tell you one thing, just throw in a tiny bit of parsley for color and it is now ready to be enjoyed. Let's just see how well David Beckham can actually cook.
Why are you looking like that? Stop it!
It does not look that good.
What are you talking about? This looks phenomenal. It looks amazing. Bro, I want to grab this and just, you know. By the way, this steak is a very special steak. It is a filet mignon. I made it better. Huh? Now you're smiling. Huh?
I was laughing.
Now he's smiling. This man's smiling now. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, that's amazing.
Super tender. Everything about this is tender, from the beef to the potatoes to the carrots, super soft, and it's very flavorful.
This actually reminds me of something that my mom makes with rice. It feels very homey to me.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. On a nice cold day, this is the best. There's nothing bad. Not even steak is better than this on a cold day. I will say this.
It's good. It's just like my mind's not blown with how crazy it is. It looks bad, but it tastes good.
That's his mom recipe.
Sorry, David Beckham. Sorry, Mama Beckham. I love it. It's super good.
You are a piece of shit. All right, let's move on to the next celebrity and hopefully you'll be nicer. Next, we got Captain Jack Sparrow. No, I'm just kidding. I'm talking about Johnny Depp. There's a specific movie he made as a gangster. And ever since I watched that movie, I always wondered, would that steak really taste really good? Let me show you.
What the f did you marinate this steak in? Because it's out of this world. You're killing me with it.
It's a family secret.
Come on. That is one of the best goddamn steaks I ever had in my life. What's the family secret recipe?
It's ground garlic and a little bit of soy.
Ground garlic and a little bit of soy. Interesting. But let's go ahead and cook this family secret steak.
So the first thing I did for the Johnny Depp steak was to grab some steaks. I went with ribeye for this recipe. Now apparently the key here is this ground garlic and soy sauce mix. You just gotta brush it on the steak as it will be a nice binder, making it delicious and absolutely irresistible. So after seasoning it with salt and pepper garlic powder, I went ahead and cooked the whole thing. And surprisingly, this allows the steaks to get a nice caramelization quickly. You gotta really watch it so you don't overcook it, and of course baste it in its own fat. As in the end, after letting it rest, all you gotta do is slice it up and serve. But just remember one thing, don't you ever give your family secret away.
And here we have Johnny Depp steak. Now to be fair, it's not really his recipe. It's from the Black Mass movie, but nevertheless, it always got me thinking if this is good or not. And we're gonna give it a try. Because it's pretty simple. Let's go. Dig in.
It's a family secret, bro.
It's a family secret. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. I am pleasantly surprised. Who would have thought a movie would actually do something right? Wow.
I don't agree with what he said in the movie. It's not one of the best steaks I've ever had in my life, but it's pretty damn good. And the flavor that you get from whatever kind of seasoning or whatever that is.
Bro, it's the family secret.
Well, dude, I don't want to know.
Tell us what it is. Tell us what it is.
It's ground garlic and soy. Yeah, I gave it away just like that. It actually works a little bit on the salty side, but surprisingly, it is good.
If you're a salty lover like me, you're going to like this one. This is pretty good.
Now our next celebrity is Snoop Dogg. This man is awesome. He actually has a cookbook. That's how I know I'm gonna nail the steak to perfection, because it's all written down. And there's one other thing that I'm just gonna make it because the name of it is just awesome.
Now for Snoop Dogg's steak recipe, he loves filet mignon, and there's nothing wrong with that. After seasoning it with salt, pepper, and garlic powder, I went ahead and cooked that thing on the grill. You want to get a nice char and charcoal flavor, because we all know Snoop loves some smoke. The key is that once you got a nice color on the crust, you want to lay down some butter right on top and cover the whole thing to cook in indirect heat, as once the doneness you want is reached, throw in some parsley right on top, because in the end you're left with this, a perfectly medium rare steak cooked to perfection with a tiny bit of smoke directly from Snoop Dogg. But I couldn't resist and I had to cook another dish. He likes to call this pasta a la hood. Oh yes. And of course, I have a feeling this one is gonna be really good.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's delicious.
It's good, but it caught me by surprise because he uses white pepper. Now, most people won't be able to tell white pepper differences, but since I'm so used to what I like, it's quite unique for me, and I like that. That's no problem with that at all.
You know, I don't really mind the white pepper. It is a little bit different, but you still get the main thing is that nice beefy flavor with a cut like this. It's super soft, super tender. I love the charcoal flavor on it. This is pretty good.
So here's the deal. On his book, he does it on a cast iron, but I went ahead and grilled it. Snoop, that's a good recipe. Congratulations on your book. We're gonna go ahead and enjoy the spaghetti a la hood, and let's jump on to the next one because things are about to get a little bit insane. Our next celebrity have probably one of the best accents, Matthew McConaughey. Did I say that right? Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
And he also cooked it with Gordon Ramsay.
Right, what happens when a Brit and a Texan come together?
We cook some cow, preferably a ribeye.
This thing is just off the charts, because you've got the cap. You're a mid-rare guy?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well done.
No. Even if you got a lot of fat, I know you got to cook more fat down in a ribeye, but still I'd like it to come out mid-rare.
You got a seasoning, right?
Contraband, sir.
Stop it. Come on. Do you sneak that across the border?
Snuck across I-35 right into your kitchen. I've been working on this rub. I had this rub for 25 years. Have a whiff of that.
Special seasoning. I'm gonna have to try to figure this one out. Don't worry, I'm digging the internet all over.
Yeah, you see, I like to put a little bit oil on mine first. Put my
Before?
rub on there. Yeah, even on a
Okay,
ribeye.
talk to me.
Just to get that sort of moving a little bit faster, where it starts to sort of penetrate.
What's your opinion on when to season a steak? Sometimes I do it right before, sometimes I do it the night before. I've
question.
had steaks that I forgot in the fridge and left in the lower crisper, and 4 days later, and they were the best steak I ever had.
That is called dry brine. I also agree with you, brother. It will be phenomenal if you do it that way, everybody. Believe me when I tell you, there's nothing like a dry brine steak.
I always start off with the oil first. Let's sear that beautiful ribeye.
So oil on your steak first, and then still even more here.
There you go, and lay away. That's it. How funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you gotta do now is just spoon that over. And look, that butter is gonna stay nice and brown now. It won't burn because of the oil.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. It's the oil that's keeping the butter from browning, right?
Exactly that. Going and that over.
Okay.
In, and then just lift it over there. So people go, steak's resting nicely. What's that? What have you got there?
So look at this is some goat cheese.
Now that is very interesting because goat cheese can be extremely overpowering. So I gotta say it does look good towards the end, but will all the flavors mix together well? Well, let's find out.
Now for my take on these steaks, I went with ribeye. I went with salt and a special rub. Based on my research, I think what you see on the screen is actually what he puts. So after seasoning it properly, it was now ready to be cooked. I cooked the steak like you normally would. In the end, adding some butter for some extra flavor. Once that was done, I had to prepare the other stuff. So into a bowl, I combined all of these ingredients together. Mix that up real good, as this is going to bring some freshness to the steak. Now you want to go ahead and fry some eggs in butter. Don't forget to season them properly. Add some goat cheese right towards the end. And by this time, the steak were fully rested. Now you want to slice them up. First, add that beautiful pico de gallo, followed by the steak. Even some more pico de gallo goes on top, followed by buy more steak? Of course, that butter fried egg with some goat cheese? Now, I truly believe this is gonna be phenomenal, but there's only one way to find out.
And here we have Matthew McConaughey with a collaboration with Gordon Ramsay. I gotta say, it looks good.
It looks fancy.
It looks fancy?
Matthew McConaughey is not a fancy guy, and then you said Gordon Ramsay, I'm like, ah.
Well, this looks very good, and I have a feeling it's gonna be phenomenal. Shout out to both of them. They look like they had a lot of fun cooking it, but let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's very weird. It is different though. It's like you're eating a taco without a shell.
Yeah.
That's what you're eating.
Perfect. Perfect. It's good.
It feels like it's, the flavors are very carefully picked out because there's a very nice balance of flavors here. I love the richness from the egg yolk. The steak is nice and beefy, but then you have that light freshness from the vegetables, and they also give a little bit of crunch too. It's very nice. I like that.
I do feel like the egg on top just makes it even better.
And it also gives it kind of like a breakfasty vibe, you know?
Wow, I actually like it. I was a little bit skeptical, but shout out to both of them. They did a great job. Let me know what you guys think, because we're about to jump on to the next one. Next, we got Mark Wahlberg. I was actually a fan of his until I heard the most absurd thing ever in my life. He's a Salt Bay lover. He loves Salt Bay. Don't believe me? Well, just listen.
My first time here in LA, and the best chef in the world restaurant. Number one.
Mark Wahlberg, he loves Salt Bay. He's a Salt Bay lover. So,
Really?
Yeah, I know, exactly. So, I cooked my own steak. But I'll tell you one thing, Mark Wahlberg, I would love to cook you a steak, brother. Allow me to do its justice, all right? Well, this is not Salt Bay's. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank God it's not Salt Bay.
That is amazing. Let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite out of today's video. What's your number one?
That steak au poivre.
Shout out to Anthony Bourdain and you.
Joe Rogan's.
Joe Rogan, everybody. Joe Rogan, that was pretty good. Joe Rogan, you know what you're doing, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Mark Wahlberg, let me cook you a steak. See you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.